What up, gang? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you on Friday afternoon. It's a little bit before 4 p.m. and I'm here to talk to you about South Carolina Gamecocks versus the Missouri Tigers tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. from Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri. But before I get to that, if you're new around here, stay true around here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button on this video if you like it at the end. We do college football video here all the time. And tomorrow afternoon, there will be a live stream of the South Carolina versus Missouri game. 3:30 p.m. We'll start it up a little bit before 3:30 on this channel. We always have a good time over here when we do the live stream. So, nonetheless, we'll be doing one tomorrow afternoon. Carolina Jackpot was actually supposed to go to this game, had tickets to go to it, and all that good stuff. But something happened with the family, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. Sucks, but such is life. We still get to watch it together, and we'll get to live stream it. So that's good for you guys. What do y'all think about this matchup? This is, South Carolina's back is against the wall at 2-4, and that's the premise that I want to talk to you about in this video. Missouri comes into this game 6-1, surprising you a lot of folks. I'm not surprised that they're having a good season. I thought that they would. Just looking at their roster back in the summer and, knowing that last year they lost several close ball games that could have went either way, that would have made them like a 10-win team had they gone their way. And they were returned most of the production from that team. I thought that they would be pretty stout, and they've been that and even more. The game against LSU was kind of a heart-wrenching loss for them because they had opportunities to win that ball game. Just were not able to come up with stops in the fourth quarter when they needed to, and ultimately ended up dropping it to a team that had just a little bit more offense on that day than what they had. But South Carolina is going to be able to score some points on Saturday afternoon. Yes, you heard it here. They're going to be able to score some points on Saturday afternoon. I see the same type of output that I saw at the game from the Florida game, where the Gamecocks put 37 points on the board. 2 of them were gifted to them with a safety. The defensive performance on that fateful day, however, there's no way, if they replicate that type of performance on Saturday afternoon, they're going to be giving up 60-plus points to Missouri, because Missouri is much more dynamic and explosive offensively than what Florida and Graham Mertz are. So that's going to have to be, these guys are going to have to do their job. And Coach Shane Beamer took a lot of flack from the press, a lot of flack from the fans and everybody, and yours truly gave him some flack on Sunday for the way he handled himself in front of the media after the game on Saturday afternoon against Florida, in which the heartbreaking 41-39 defeat to Sunbelt Billy and the Gators. But what he said necessarily wasn't what I took issue with. What I took issue with was, he kind of coming off curt and snapping at the reporters as if it's their fault that you lost the football game. But what he said when he was talking about we had pressures dialed up and they didn't run them, okay? Well, they're like, he's not shouldering any of the blame himself and his coaches. He's throwing it off on the players. Well, it's up to them to execute, okay? He can't go out there and put on shoulder pads and play the game. Neither can his defensive coordinator or their coaches. They can't. It's their job to teach, it's their job to train, it's their job to hold them accountable, it's their job to hold film sessions, it's their job. That's all that is their job. But those kids have got to execute it. And they did not do that on Saturday afternoon, whether it was from lack of coaching, which is the coaching staff's fault, or whether it was from just not being mentally prepared, whether it was they're not being physically prepared, which is another problem altogether, not talented enough. They didn't play well. They didn't play well. Immaturity, newness to the position. These are things that should not be happening in game, what? Was it game 6? Game 6? No. So if they play like that tomorrow, it's going to be an extremely long day. And Missouri will hit the over in that game, which is set at 59 points, by themselves. It'll happen. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think South Carolina's defense is going to come to play tomorrow. I think they're going to have had that broken foot of Shane Beamer put up their ass this week. And I think that you're going to see a really good effort from them. Scoreboard-wise, it might not reflect it, but I still think that you're going to see better fundamentals, better tackling, better preparation, just a better job all around defensively tomorrow. Is it going to be enough to win the football game? Look, I've said it all along. South Carolina offensively, Spencer Rattler, and what he's done this year has been tremendous, especially when his best player is sitting on the bench, injured, and Juice Wells probably won't come back this season. And then struggling to find a running back who's going to be able to carry the load. I think they found one. Hopefully they can keep him healthy. He went out of the game with an ankle sprain the other day, but he's fine and practicing all week long. That he being Mario Anderson Jr., the transfer from Newberry College, who's done nothing but excellent job since he took over the running back one position. He hasn't had a lot of help. He's been struggling with an offensive line, which I don't know if anyone's noticed it or not, but they've started to gel a little bit. It's starting to come together. I saw it starting to come together in the Florida game, or I actually saw it come together the week before that. And it really started late in the game against Tennessee. Late. And then I could see it really starting to pay off some dividends against Florida. 150-something yards rushing. I mean, that's well over what your season high has been pounding the rock. So I think that unit will do nothing but continue to get better. South Carolina's got to make some plays on special teams. And I said this too in the offseason. Those special teams numbers from last year, being able to replicate them isn't as easy as going out there and fixing an offense or fixing a defense. There's a lot of luck involved with that type of stuff. But I see special teams playing a part in tomorrow's game. Ty Kroger, the punter, hasn't been, I don't know if his head's not in the game or what, but he has not been the punter that we saw out there last year, the last couple of years. I think he's got to have a big game tomorrow because South Carolina's going to get stopped, obviously. But I think either a blocked punt or a blocked kick is going to play a part in this game. I think maybe an onside kick is going to play a part in this game. Maybe a fake punt that picks up a first down for the Gamecocks is going to play a part in this game. I'm just sitting here naming off every fucking special teams play that there possibly is. But I think that's going to play some role in the outcome of tomorrow afternoon's game. The reason why I tell you that, hold on to your hats, boys and girls. I think the Gamecocks backed into the corner. We've seen this before with Shane Beamer, and they've come out on the right side of that scoreboard. I think that the Gamecocks tomorrow harass Brady Cook all day long. I think that defensive line plays its best game of the year. I think they shut down Luther. Don't shut him down, but they shut Luther Burden down just enough to be able to flip the field, get that ball back, get some points on our side of the scoreboard. I think the Gamecocks go out there tomorrow, and I think we strike the upset. I'm saying 38-34 South Carolina. Cover the spread, strike the upset, and hit the over all in one day. A lot of people you're going to sit there in the comment section. You're going to tell me I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. You watched Missouri play this year. Did you watch them? They beat Kentucky. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. Well, whoop-de-do. Whoop-de-do. Mizzou, you and your nerdy little coach have needed some comeuppance this year. Need a little bit of a reality check and a wake-up call. You're going to get it tomorrow afternoon. The Gamecocks, Spencer Rattler and the boys, Shane Beamer and his foot, going to take it to you in your stadium on homecoming. South Carolina 38, Missouri 34. Cry about it in the comment section below. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Peace, and I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks.